Good morning everybody, welcome back to West Coombe, welcome back to the vlog, and welcome to another adventure in Engage Model Railways. Plenty to talk about, plenty to show you. Stick with me, speak to you in a minute. Roll titles. Welcome back. Yes, this is the first update of 2023. I've got a couple of models to show you, two projects to show you, and a finished project. I'll show you the big projects first. I can't remember if I mentioned it at the end of the last video we did for West Coombe. I'm working on a big scratch build project, and that scratch build project was a Kirov crane. I'll quickly show you some of the artwork and drawings I did for it. So yes, the picture was the yellow version, but I was going to go for the coalesced rail version. I'll show you the crane, and I'll show you the scratch build barrier vehicles that actually go with the set, because I actually built those to go with it. Okay, here we are. This is the finished crane. It's in the coalesced rail livery. The actual crane actually rides on 4 bogies, but due to tight clearances on West Coombe, we've decided to go on just a pair of bogies for this project. There's one little bit I need to finish at some stage, and that's put some wasp stripes at that end on the counterbalance. It doesn't work, it's just a crane in transport mode. The hydraulic there, it actually came from one of my spare spruces I actually built for me truck models. I think it came off my Volvo actually, but I'm not 100% sure. But yes, I looked at them and I thought they're perfect for what I actually want. So that's the crane. Move on to the next couple of things. This is one of the barrier vehicles. The big yellow block at that end is the extra counterweight that fits on the back of there when it's actually operating. But obviously with it being a static model, it won't be connected. Yeah, that big white block there is just temporary. There's going to be a proper hook for that. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way out to do the hook for that. But yeah, that middle section there is the spreader bar for when it's actually operating. There is supposed to be a section on back of there, but all the pictures I've seen don't actually have the cradle for the hook. It does need some transfers on, but I don't know yet whether I'm going to put them on. They're only little light wagon details. And this is the last barrier vehicle for the crane. It's just a basic one, this. 2 containers painted in coalesced livery, and then a section there for obviously bits of junk or whatever that they put on, and the two handrails there for access to the containers. But the thing with this is, with coalesce livery, it's different on the opposite side. The livery is actually reversed, so wherever it was orange on that side, it's now yellow that side, and vice versa on that side. The transfers came from Railtech, but it actually came out of my private collection, because we've got loads of transfers in there. This has actually got the wagon data plate underneath the wagon on both sides. So I'll show you a bit of footage of that running around. But at the moment it's got a top and tail coalesce rail 66 on them. This loco, 66302, has just recently come off the workboard. It's one of the DRS 66s that's been transferred to GB Rail Freight, 66301 to 305, but 302 being the oddball out of the fleet due to the fact it's got the GB Rail Freight markings, whilst the others don't carry them. This did start off life as a DRS actual model, but I wasn't impressed with the blue, so it's had a full body repaint. I've not touched the roof. The roof's exactly as it was, and obviously individual numbers, meaning N-gauge, that's not very fun to do. And then it's sat with my one of my recent additions, 60096 in coalesce. I have got a GB Rail Freight 60 as well, but I'll show you that later. And a couple of weeks ago, in fact it was about a fortnight ago, I got a phone call from a certain model shop to tell me these certain wagons have actually arrived in stock. These are the excellent Revolution Trains II8-Ds. I have 4 packs of these, but I'll just show you the 1 pack, because all bar one are all exactly the same. The only difference is one of them's got Powering the Northern Powerhouse over the top. So I'll show you an N-gauge Drax biomass wagon. These do come as a twin pack, as you can see, but I'm very impressed with them. So let's have a look. So here we are. the Engage Drax biomass wagons. From the start you can actually see there's two different style of livery. You got the one with the sweeping up curve there, and one down there with Drax written down there, and it just said Powering Tomorrow on there. Whilst the one behind has actually got the Drax Powering Tomorrow brand. It must be said the detail on these wagons is actually out of this world for an Engage model. Even down to the rams that open the doors. When you actually set the wagons up, I'll show you, if it's going to let me do it, you can actually see that when you pair them up, there's actually a pattern that runs all the way down the train. Whoops. But yes, it must be said that Revolution have actually done a cracking job on these models, and I'm speaking from personal preference about Revolution. They're fantastic models, you know, definitely worth a shot if you get a chance to actually buy a set. You've got to buy them from Rails of Sheffield because it's an exclusive to them, but if you get a chance, get yourself some, because they are fantastic. You're going to see it run later on with various different types of train on it, well, different types of locomotive on it, but as I said, I'm well impressed with them. I'm glad I bought them. My next two items are two of my favourite classes of locomotive. Let's start with this one, 90004, City of Glasgow. This is one of the new Farish Class 90s, and it's a massive improvement on the last version. Number one, it's got working lights. Number two, it's got a separately fitted skirt down there and at the other end. The pantograph, I have to do this on camera without actually breaking it, is a near enough scale version of the Bracknell Willis high speed pantograph that's fitted to the top of the Class 90. The bogie detail is all separately fitted compared to the moulded version of the previous one, and it's actually got a cab detail. If it'll let me, I'll go through the side window if it'll let me do it. Yeah, you can just see there's a cab detail in that. So that's 90004, but I don't want to give you one, I want to give you two. This is 90019 Penny Black in the res livery. Exactly the same sort of setup as 90004, apart from it's got some bogie detail on this one. All its suspension, you know, suspension springs there, or hydraulics. And again, you can detail the front end like the other one. Working lights, and a rather good looking pantograph. But this is a replacement for my previous 90019, of which is in a different colour. I've painted it in a different livery. I'll quickly show you that one, and then we'll show you another project that I'm working on downstairs, and then I'll leave you with a short running session. This was previously me 90019 penny black, but now it's 90020 in the short-lived Grand Central livery. For that paint scheme I've just used a standard black and an orange, which was the orange you use for Lowdall and Strathclyde PTE livery. So they're available from Rail Match, the paints. The transfers came from Rail Tech Models. So yes, it fills in the livery gap as well. And it also fills my number gap in, which now I'm only down to 3. 90005, 90047 and 90049, of which 2 are currently available from Farish, and the other one I'm going to renumber the new Powerhall one when it comes out, because I'm wanting 49 in Powerhall. So yep, I'll take you downstairs to show you the last project. Oh dear, what's happening here? An interesting video coming up for you very, very soon. In fact, it might already be up by the time you actually watch this. All I'm going to tell you is it's a blast from the past. That's all I'm going to say. And it's not West Coombe, but it is real railways. So watch this space for this one. This is the last project I'm going to show you this time. It's one of the ex-Dutch grey 66s that went to GB Rail Freight, and near enough went straight to work in the actual livery. 66048 in the ex-Dutch grey livery. If I can get it finished in time for the running session, you might actually see it on the running session. This started life off as a DRS 66, but what I found out when you're painting 66s is you've got to study a prototype, whereby if it's a 5-door, you need a 5-door donor loco to do it with, you know, especially with GB locos, because, you know. And then there's all sorts of weird examples, because my next project is either going to be 66747, made in Sheffield, 2 reasons: I live in Sheffield, and it's an oddball livery, or 66794, which is in the petroleum sector. But who knows, it might even be something totally different. Anyway, I'm going to leave you all with a quick running session with some of the stock running around on it, and I will see you all very soon. Bye for now.
right here is go back, way back into time.